Right here at the comedy special of comedian YY What It Takes, and right here with us is nominated Senator Hezena Lemaletian. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yes, very accurate.
Very good. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Let us know, why did you choose to come today to support and consume Kenyan content?
First of all, I love comedy. I love laughing, and I was invited by YY, and I thought, why not?
Yeah.
It's a good platform to get to interact with my fellow youth and young people.
Yeah.
And I love that you're all young.
When you hear comedy or
Yes.
something like this,
Yes.
what's your understanding about comedy?
Comedy is basically talent, first of all, that comes to my mind, and I'm a huge supporter of talent. I have grown through the ranks of leadership through talent, being Miss Commonwealth Kenya, Miss Tourism, and finally I landed in politics. So it's evident that talent can take you far, more than what you studied in school can take you, and I'm a living example of it. So I want to encourage more young people. Plus, laughing, when you laugh, you utilize less muscles, but you feel it's refreshing to the soul. So why not laugh?
So coming from a marginalized community, like they like to say, what was the hardest part getting to where you are today?
I think the hardest part is cultural barriers and retrogressive cultures like FGM, retrogressive cultural aspects like the fact that leadership is not for women. We belong to the kitchen, or we belong to the grass fields grazing our cows. So it was a lot of shattering. It took a lot of shattering of the systems and stereotypes and blazing a trail. Yes.
How did you get yourself into politics?
Well, I started by being an activist. I loved fighting for other people. First of all, I'm an introvert. That's why you don't see me a lot out here. But I love fighting for people. And through fighting, when you are a trailblazer, you realize that there are so many people looking up to you. So you have to fight for them and open spaces and doors for other people to come, and sending back the ladder for more people to come up. And we need to empower other young people, young women, young boys to also be able to come out and explore their full potential, whatever sector they want to get in.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. We've seen this issue of gender-based violence that has been happening, ladies being killed by men in relationships, in marriage, and I know you've seen such stories outside there. What's your take on that? Would you advise someone who is going through such, and maybe kuna yule anasema anavumilia juu ya watoto, mwingine anasema anavumilia juu ananipenda, tunapendana, nipigwe tu lakini ambia. What's your take on that as a leader?
As a leader and a female leader, first of all, I strongly condemn it with the strongest terms possible. The whole point of gender equality, as from the Beijing agreement, we know that gender equality was supposed to create a fair platform for both genders to thrive equally, not for women to be too strong or men to be too strong. We need to assure our young people, or each gender, that the spaces we have, the platforms we have, are meant for everybody to thrive. And I strongly condemn any form of GBV. And I hope I can be a role model to somebody, because I just sent back my dowry a few days ago, and a few months ago, and I really don't care about that. I have not broken a finger or a leg to do that. Women must be able to take up their power, be able to say no to abusive relationships. Women must be able to know that they can thrive alone. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to be unhappy because of society or because you're trying to please a society. At the end of the day, you will be the one who's dead. If you have children, they will be left motherless. If you are out here living a happy life, we have so many single mothers living a very happy life, a contented life. A lot of times, if you're in a marriage that does not give you a platform to thrive and be who you are, to explore your full potential, it's an abusive marriage. You must be able to be a role model. We can't be talking about women empowerment, girl child empowerment, over and over reinventing the wheel. It needs to start with those women who gave birth to those girls. They need to come out and show women, fellow young girls, that you own your power and you can be who you want to be, regardless whether you're married or not married. Yeah.
Just now, okay, talking about the same thing that you mentioned about returning dowry. My question is, what are some of the, because you said that elders did a thorough background check and they said no. One, were you in agreement with what they decided? And two, what are some of the red flags that you feel like, or rather, what are some of the things that you feel like you should have done better to not get to that point?
I think I should have done a background check myself, first of all. And I come from a very concrete culture, which is very, very, still very concrete and not watered down. And I think I'll keep a lot of those things private, but just to highlight on that, my culture is very intricate in the sense that you have to do a thorough background check, and that's a reserve for the elders. The elders determine which families can get married, which families can get married, what kind of background does this person come from. And I come from one of the largest clan in the Samburu. The position of my family is reinforced in the culture. I can only be married to a person that the elders can say yes to. It has to be a person of integrity, a person who stays true to themselves, who doesn't lie about anything. And I decided, why not give them, the elders, a chance to choose for me, because I'm very busy.
Yeah, talking about activism. Just the other week, we've had Kenyans being deported, others being detained, tortured. We have seen that. What are your thoughts about what has been happening?
First of all, I think on a personal level, we have a lot of work within our country to do. I cannot understand why somebody would go to Tanzania, the Republic of Tanzania, to do activism, while right here in Kenya, we are at the center of femicide and GBV. This activism needs to be started at home. We need to secure the spaces for our young girls. We need to stop cyber attack, cyberbullying, which is causing a lot of mental health. I have a good list of young people who have died because of cyberbullying, because of peer pressure, because of what the social media is telling young people they should be. And activism needs to start internally. We have a lot of laws that need amendment, that need to be harmonized to fit well with our people. We need to start here. Is devolution working? We need to start making devolution work. We have a lot of work to do. We have to ensure a decent life for everybody, for the people in the slums, for the people in the marginalized villages where we don't have enough infrastructure. We need to start work back at home.
Yeah.
Yes. As much as we have the...
Now that you're single, if somebody was searching for you, will they find you?
I doubt.
Let me take you back to your dowry story. Would you mind telling us why you returned the dowry? And did you receive any backlash from the society when you returned the dowry?
Of course, I'm made of steel, and I'm here to represent the young girls like you guys. I know tomorrow you'll be the ones in these spaces, and if I don't chat and blaze a trail with a lot of courage and bravery, there will not be safe spaces for you.
Yeah.
I said purely the dowry was returned by my family because of because of a background check, which encompassed a lot of things. It poked questions into integrity and character. It pokes questions into the family history and background. And of course, I received a lot of backlash. I know what was said in the media about me. I saw a long write-up and I was like, wow, what an eventful life of this girl. Is this me? The same as Hezena that sits indoors that is like this? Wow! But then I found out that the hogwash allegation and that painted on my name, on my reputation, was sponsored by actually 2 female colleagues. So I'm going to pursue it to the very end, because I did not come to politics to sell ice cream. I came here to blaze a trail for them to know that young, beautiful girls are in politics and we're not going anywhere. And we are not going to be promiscuous. I also want to shatter a stereotype that young girls have to conform to some needs of men for you to get political powers. And I want to tell all of you, it's a matrix that they are trying to program your minds into. I'm proud to say Hezena never slept with anybody to get any position. Let them come and tell me who. Because I'm very confident. I know the whole purpose was to weigh me down, but I stand strong because of the people who come after me.
What did you study? What did you study in university?
Finance. Okay. Yes. So
Thank you.
All said and done, after whatever that happened, what did you learn that you will not do it in the next relationship? Maybe if you get a chance to date a
Oh yes, I will take my time. I will take my good time. I will love myself, and I will not date from a place of pity. Yes.
All right, a message to YY.
Oh, I love YY. I'm such a big fan, and I have been watching his shows, and to get this invitation was a big surprise. Probably I'll start coming out now to interact with Kenyans.
All right,